Hey guys, welcome to the Barbell Classic 3. This is our third year running this event, and this event is all about lifting. So, for this event, you're going to be performing a clean and jerk, a snatch, a back squat, a deadlift, and a bench press. We're going to go over each of those standards. We're going to talk about what is allowed and what's not, just to give you a good idea of what you're walking into. So, every athlete at this event is allowed to come out on the floor with a spotter. Basically, this is someone that can help you if you drop the bar during a back squat. They can help you put the bar back in the rack. They can help you load weights. They can be your coach. Whatever you want. You are allowed one single person on the floor. This does not mean that you can bring everyone you know onto the floor to help you out. You get a single spotter. They can come out for every lift and help you in any way you need, but you just get one. If you're performing a lift and the spotter does spot you in the sense that you're about to fail a back squat and they help you stand it up, that's just fine from a safety standpoint, but obviously that lift will not count. So it's fine to use a spotter, it's just that if you actually use them as a spotter, the lift will not count. You must perform the lift on your own. Acceptable equipment that you can use during this event: chalk, lifting shoes, compression socks, knee sleeves, knee wraps, weight belts, elbow wraps, elbow sleeves, wrist wraps. Not permitted. Lifting straps or any type of equipment that will help you or aid you in your grip. You cannot use a lifting strap. You cannot use a squat suit. You cannot use a bench shirt. These are things that are examples that are not permitted. Now, moving on to the standards. We're going to go over the clean and jerk first. This is a CrossFit clean and jerk, not an Olympic lifting clean and jerk. This means that it is get the bar from the ground to the rack, and then the rack to overhead. If Nick wants to do this any way he wants. So, he can do a power clean. He can do a push press. He could do this as if he wants to do it as a hang, that's fine. Bar starts on the ground, hang position, does a clean, gets the bar overhead. He must end fully locked out with the bar overhead, all joints in line. Muscle clean, squat. All these variations are permitted. Split jerk, push press. We care about where the bar starts and where the bar finishes. Moving into the snatch. The snatch starts with the bar on the ground and goes to overhead in a single movement. Now, things that we will permit in this event that would not be permitted in an Olympic lifting event: if you fall to a knee and you wind up being able to save the lift, we're going to accept that. If you fall to your butt and you can save the lift, we will accept that. We will accept a minor press out as well. As long as the bar is caught above head height and makes no contact with your body from the shoulders up, we will allow a slight press out. If the bar is caught lower than your head, makes contact with your head, face, or chest, you cannot press that bar out. So the snatch starts on the ground and ends overhead. You can do this as a power snatch. You can do it as a squat snatch. Same deal. You can do this as a hang power or hang squat. We want to give you guys every chance to try and get a successful lift and get a PR on this. The Olympic total will be run through the Sinclair coefficient, which will normalize your scores relative to your body weights. If you want to learn more about that, check it out on Wikipedia. We take your total, we convert it to kilograms, and then we apply the Sinclair coefficient. But again, if you want to read more, go ahead and read more online. Moving into the powerlifting portion of this event. The power lift starts with the back squat. Back squat's going to start on the rack. Athlete takes the bar from the rack, goes into the bottom of the squat, His hip crease must be below his knee, and stands up on his own power and finishes the lift under control. He's going to do a couple more good back squats, but you only have to do one to have it count. Each one of the power lifts, you have 4 minutes. For the bench press, again, bring your spotter out, they can help you. The bar is going to start held by the athlete with straight arms overhead. His spotter can give him a lift out of the rack. The bar is going to drop down, make contact with the chest, and be pressed out to full lockout. It then goes back into the rack. You are allowed to arch your back as much as you want, but your butt/hips must remain in contact with the bench during your lift. If your butt comes off the bench, that will be a no lift. The deadlift starts on the ground, and the athlete is going to pick that up to the point where their shoulders are behind the bar and they're standing up with an open hip. The athlete may do this in the conventional way that Nick just displayed. He may also use sumo style. Both of these are acceptable variations of the deadlift for this event. The power lifts will be run through the Wilks coefficient. The Sinclair is for Olympic lifting totals. The Wilks is designed for powerlifting totals. So we take your powerlifting total, we apply the Wilks coefficient to normalize it across all weight categories, and that will determine the winner of that. We then take the two totals together, rank that, that will determine our overall winner for the event. Both of the Olympic lifts, you will have 5 minutes on the floor to work. All 3 of the power lifts, you will have 4 minutes on the floor to work. Weight on the bar can go up and down as much as you like. Meaning, if you fail a lift and you want to take 5 pounds off the bar, that is allowed. You make your lift and you want to put 10 pounds on the bar, that is allowed. Men's bars will be considered 45 pounds for this event. Women's bars will be considered 35.